gentlemen, to another episode of the Bengals Sports Podcast, which you got a host with the most man with the plan, Yawa, Kingy Chris Glass, and Manila.
Yo, it's your boy Da Vinci. Start the ego, feed the soul.
And the Buffalo Kid.
It's your boy Sly, man. What up?
All right, so first things first, Joe Burrow, good at Eddie Burrow, man. You know, as much as I want to give him the credit, the Kansas City were playing with their food. They got too cute with the ball. Didn't do the simple things that got them the lead in the first half. Patrick Mahomes, I don't know. A lot of people are saying that the reason why what happened could have been two plays. The one at the very end of the half where he looked like he was confused because you see the running back literally jump into position to get the ball, but he didn't turn around. So he ended up throwing it to Tyreek, and Tyreek tried to make a miraculous play, didn't work. And then they say it's the one where the lineman actually blocked the pass and got it and ended up getting the interception. But what do you gentlemen think?
I think, Pat Mahomes is my boy, but he reverted back to his old ways, man. Trying to do too much, trying to get too. I think he was going off the high of that the Bills win, and he was going back to just doing a little bit too much scrambling, a little bit too much running in a circle, and it ended up biting him in the ass in the end of the game, man.
What do you think, Da Vinci?
I gotta agree with him a little bit there. Yeah, I just think, listen, like you said, King, first half or whatever, listen, they were easy things. Easy plays was getting them scores and everything. And then now this refers to what Sly says. He just went away from it. He just went away from the simple ball, and it was just like Mahomes was, I didn't understand. And that last play before was it halftime?
Yeah, the one with Tyreek.
Halftime? Yeah. Do you think, listen, in my opinion, if they would have kicked a field goal, they would have won the game, right?
I think so.
Right? We can say they would have won the game, but here's the thing, though, right? It would have made the offense for the Bengals play differently. But remember, the Bengals were down to them, same situation a few weeks ago in the regular season. And they ended up beating them. And I think when they went into halftime, they said, yo, we've been here before. They're the ones that have to prove that they can beat us. Because that defense in the fourth quarter, I don't care what nobody says. I did not expect that from them. They completely and utterly started going after Mahomes. And also, too, in the first half, they played a lot of cover, too, with zone. They didn't run any man. So a lot of those dink and dunks that you see Mahomes getting, he would make he'd make a defender bite, and there'd be somebody behind them for him to dump the ball to. Like we all were saying, he did take a lot of the easy underneath the route, didn't force anything passes in the first half. And then the second half, it just seemed like, you know what I mean? He didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, I like Cincinnati's game. I like Cincinnati how they finesse that too. They I feel like they end up using they really watched that Bills game though, like because if you pay attention, they had a spy on Mahomes for like just a straight spy on him, right? If you remember the Bills game, yeah, and you remember the Bills game, remember he was taking off, he was running a lot. When he couldn't get those, what he wanted wasn't there, he would run, but he couldn't do that this game. So it was forcing him, put him in uncomfortable situations, and also that end of the half was bigger than just the points on the board. I think it just was momentum. Like it kind of took the momentum away. Because like when you go into the half, you put points on the board, you go in like, yeah. Cincinnati went into the half, even though they were down, they were still up in spirit because they just stopped them. So they felt good. Like, yo, we just got that stop. This game could be over, but we still in it. The momentum just shifted, and it made it. I kind of even felt it. I felt like the fact that they get there, I'm like, damn, like if they would have got at least 3 points right there, this game probably is over. But they left the window open, and Cincinnati just carried that momentum into the second half, and It happened how it happened.
They also played man in the second half. So they had the spy, and they said no more zone. They played cover 2 with man. You know what I'm saying?
That spy really messed up Mahomes low key, man. Like it was because the spy essentially was another rusher once he left the pocket. And I'm just it looked really it just looked different, man. Mahomes looked different. And I feel like Mahomes got some of that, like he can be rattled. He can be rattled.
Hold on though. This is his first bad game though. Every other time he lost, overtime to Tom Brady didn't get the ball back. Then in the Super Bowl, come on, man, no offensive line. And he was still trying to make miraculous plays. So I think this is the only game where like you've seen that he got rattled.
And it's like they're like, yo, Mahomes messed up. Like people are saying that. I ain't never heard him. Usually it's like it's something else. Like, oh, the offensive line or the defense. This game, they laying like, yo, Mahomes kind of wasn't on his stuff.
You didn't see the last play? He's sitting there patting the ball, and the spy said, I had enough of this. I'm coming for him.
Yeah.
And then he started doing all this extra stuff and fumbled the ball.
I went crazy. That just made I went crazy because I'm rooting for the Chiefs. I'm like, fam, what the hell? But
well, what are you saying, Vince?
Listen, I understand getting rattled and kind of all that stuff, but that's okay when you're going up against people like Brady or whatever. But you've been there before multiple times, right? This is what shocked me. You've been there multiple times. This is a team that's, they're winning. They're they're winning games, but you guys have been there. You guys have won it. And you guys have been back there. You guys have had experience. And you're this close again. And you had a 20-3 lead, right? Could have been a 23-3 lead if you took the field goal. Because the way the game played out, if you kick that off and go straight into halftime, I think it doesn't matter how good the Bengals played, I think you still would have been up by a field goal.
Here's the thing, though, right? We see what happened in the Super Bowl with Brady. And I'm not comparing Joe Burrow to Brady, but I'm looking at the Bengals team and seeing that Joe Burrow comes back from injury. They get Jamar Chase. They have Higgins. They have a few pieces to help him move the ball. Mixon's running the ball terrifically. Regardless if it was 3 points or not, I think they still come out in the second half and say, we've been here before. The Kansas City Chiefs are playing with their food. Listen, Joe Burrow was pulling the Eli Manning, not once, but twice. Not once, but twice. They got this guy hemmed up. He slides out, runs for a first down, or throws for a first down. Their defense let them down. But if anybody you're gonna blame, it's gonna go Andy Reid and then Patrick Mahomes because they got too damn cute with the ball. Mahomes said, "Oh, before the half was done, the first half, Reid wanted to kick the ball off, kick it through the uprights. You know what I mean? Okay, there we go. Mahomes said, no, I want to get this touchdown. That's their first mistake. Second mistake is, regardless if there's a spy or not, Mahomes should have felt comfortable enough to try to get those yards. Because Joe Burrow didn't shy from trying to do that. And his offensive line, if we want to be fair, 100% fair here, it's trash.
Facts.
He got sacked 9 times the last game before.
If anything is apparent, is that the Bengals' offensive line is terrible. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I don't know how they're doing it at this point. They offensive line so bad. Like,
right? But do you have anything else you want to add, Da Vinci, before I get into a little bit of these stats? And then we'll go on to the next one.
I just think the Cincinnati Bengals defense in the second half, they stepped up a lot. But in my opinion, I think Kansas City gives the game away. Because like I said, I wanted them to win too. I wanted them to go back there. But I just think no disrespect to the Bengals, man. I mean, I like to watch them play too. But hey,
listen, nobody expected them to be here. Nobody expected them to be here. We thought it was a quick one and done.
Listen, I think it was KC played around way too much. They had the game. They just need to put them away. They didn't do that, and I think it was a big momentum switch, right? Because we even saw, I don't know if you guys caught it, but we saw I think it was Hill and Hardman, a little
Going at
bickering
it.
going on, so it wasn't all smooth sailing for Kansas City there.
No, it wasn't. So I'm gonna run down the Bengals stats. Joe Thorough, good and Eddie Burrow, 23 of 38, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. For him, over these last few games, it's fair to say that's mediocre, right? He's thrown for 350 plus for the last 2 games before this, coming into the playoffs. Joe Mixon, 21 carries, 81 yards, or 88 yards, sorry, 4.2 averaging. Joe Burrow got 5. Oh no, he's got 25. So he carried the ball 5 times, 25 yards. One of them we know for sure was a first down. The other ones is, what it is. Jamar Chase didn't really do too much on the ground. 1 carry for 3 yards. Now we'll get into the receiving, right? Now they lost. I don't want to pronounce this guy's last name wrong, but Usman. I think it's Usman.
Yeah.
Right? He got injured. So right away their tight end's gone. They fit another tight end. I think he was like the 3rd string or something like that. And then Higgins, 6 receptions,
He balled.
103 yards, 17.2 average. Jamar Chase, this wasn't a game for him, but when you look at the rest of the production from everybody else, you understand. So he got 6 receptions, 54 yards, pretty much 10 yards, but it's 9 yards per his average, right? With a touchdown. And then
he played well though. Regardless of stats, he played a good game, man.
Oh no, for sure. That's why I'm gonna get into the rest of these other guys to explain. Like Joe Burrow spread the ball around. He wasn't, like Higgins got most of the targets, and I think that's due to the tight end being injured. And Higgins is a big receiver. He's tall. Do you know what I mean? But then Sam G, I can't pronounce his last name. I'm not gonna bother butchering it. 3 receptions, 43 yards. His average was 14.3 per reception, and he got 1 touchdown.
That's the running back.
Yes, I think so. Joe Mixon, 3 for 27. You know what I mean? And that's just Joe Burrow stats. Now, when I show you Patrick Mahomes stats, this is going to be ridiculous. 26 of 39, 275 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
I mean, he really had 3 interceptions. I ain't gonna lie. Eli Apple had a gift. He just straight dropped the pick too, man.
But oh no, that wasn't that game where he slammed the bounce. Sorry, I'm talking about the wrong one. Don't worry, we'll get to that.
Talk about drop picks, man.
Yeah.
Hey, leave that alone. You gonna have to hold that, okay? So the McKinnon, 12 carries, 65 yards, 5.4 average.
He was balling, yo.
Hilaire,
he played good ball.
Yeah, Hilaire, 6 carries, 36 yards. Holmes, 3 for 19. That was all good and dandy. But now let's get into the receivers, right? Travis Kelce, 10 receptions, 95 yards, 9.5 with a touchdown. His average is 9.5. That's a little below average for him, if you ask me. Kelce usually has 110, right? But he gets it with less receptions.
Yeah, but he played a good game. If just by watching the game, he was making big catches, man. He was
of course.
I feel like he was the most out of all his receivers, he was the most efficient. Yeah, like he was efficient. He was making some tough grabs. He was getting some first downs, and man, Tyreek was letting me down, man. He was getting Q out there too.
Well, hold on, though. 7 for 78, 11.1, 1 touchdown. So he every time he caught the ball, literally a first down.
Yeah, but some of those catches, he was doing too much, man. Especially on the one at the end of the half, like we was talking about. Yo, he could have caught the ball and seen. He had to know he wasn't scoring. He could have went straight out of bounds. When he caught the ball, he realized he wasn't scoring. Yo, get out of bounds, bro. He tried to cut it back inside, and I'm like, dog, what you doing? Even on a couple other plays, like he would catch the ball, he would probably just do a little too much, little moving and shaking and shit. I'm like, yo, Tyreek, bro.
Yeah, just keep it a buck, right? So now, Nicole Hartman, 3 receptions, 52 yards, average 17.3 with a touchdown. Now I can understand looking at the stats why he was arguing with Tyreek or why he was arguing with the wide receiver coach saying, listen, they're double teaming this guy. They're bracketing Kelsey. I'm open. Feed me. Let's win the game. But it is what it is, right? So from there, like I said, I just like to say the Kansas City Chiefs did a choke job, but I'm not going to take it fully away from Joe Burrow and them. They did come out in the second half. They did have to score points. They came out, they hit him in the mouth. Defensively and offensively, they kept them on their toes. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Kudos to the Bengals. Absolutely. Not taking nothing away from them. Cincinnati, I mean, Kansas City did what they did, and the Bengals did what they need to do.
For
and
sure.
they took advantage of Cincinnati playing cute.
Right?
I mean, Kansas City playing cute. My bad.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
So,